Happy Thursday, everybody. It's another day in paradise in beautiful Las Vegas. It's a little windy today. I feel a little wind blowed. How about you? I couldn't run today because of the wind because, my gosh, my sinuses would have just gone crazy. I woke up early and I heard the wind blowing and I thought, oh, dear. And today I really needed to run. However, I didn't and I'm okay. Let's see what's going on in Las Vegas today. Well, we have 17 days of inventory. Still 17.7. I love that. I love that. And I have my happy face because we listed more than we sold. We listed more than we put under contract. So that is a good day for us. 136 listings, new ones. Oops, 135. 135 new listings. That is fantastic, everybody. We love it. We love it. We love it. And let me do a sound check here. I see a couple eyes up there, so hopefully you can hear me. And turn my phone off so it doesn't ring like it always does because I always forget. Let's see real quick. Oops. Oh, please. Today. Yep, it's going. It's going. Okay, cool. Yeah, we and look at this. We are 211% ahead of last May. Now, this was where you see how bad the great news, great news. Yes, thank you. It is great news. I mean, if you're out there working, you know that's great news. So 211% better than last May. This will show you how the pandemic started to really hurt us. And this was probably the worst that it hurt us. However, we are selling 130 homes a day right now. And year to date, we are doing about 136. So I put May 31st Monday there, and I put holiday question mark. What am I talking about? Well, if you look at the calendar, the 31st is a Monday, and that means closings are going to be probably on that Friday. Probably most people said, Monday's a holiday. So we're going to close on Friday the 28th, and that's going to make our May stats strong. So hopefully that number goes up from 129 to at least 130, 136. I don't know if we're going to beat April. I know April was a frenzy. It was really, really busy in April. Okay, so look at this. 571 homes over $1 million have sold. Now we're 92% of all of last year. By the end of this month, we could be over all of last year in the first 5 months of 2021 on $1 million homes. Amazing, amazing. And there's only, they bumped up from yesterday a little bit. Let me look at my stats. Yeah, yesterday we had 372 available $1 million homes. Now we have 376. So we added 4 more. And oh my gosh, but we closed a bunch yesterday. So the market's still moving rapidly and it is a frenzy. And I'm telling everybody, this frenzy is not going to last forever. Just keep that in mind. I want to show you some rankings today. So let's look here. Let's see if I've got these in order. If you think I'm not going 100 miles an hour today, boy, we're going to do our first class today on Be the CEO of Your Business. Why isn't this moving? Somebody tell me. Okay, I guess it's okay. Come on. Please move. It won't move. Okay, I'll figure it out, I guess, but I don't know if I can get this down. May Zillow. Where's Kane when I need him? It won't come. Oh, there we go. No, it still won't go. Darn it. Maybe we'll go this way. There we are. Just keep trying. Just be like that little choo-choo train. Just keep trying, and maybe it will scroll forward. Nope. Don't know what's going on. It won't come down. I don't know. May have to live with it today. All right. So last year, look where iBuyer platforms were. Zillow was like way down, had only done 12 homes in May. That's all that Zillow had done in May. So then if we look this year, go down. Why do things not work all the time? Does anybody know? Let me see if I can do it this way. See it behind there. Isn't that funny? Okay. Anyway, look at this year. Zillow for May has done 82 sales. Last year in May, they had done 12. Again, the pandemic. So the pandemic helped us when it came to iBuyer platforms, but they're coming back strong again, it looks like, because let's see, Zillow did 82, Open Door did 33, and non-MLS did 32. And Jimmy's going to tell me what that means. He was going to call the board because I have conflicting people. Not conflicting people, but people telling me different things. So let me hide that. There we go. There we go. There we are. It finally did it. Don't ask me, folks. I don't know. I'm supposed to be an expert at some things, but I don't think so. Okay, so that I wanted to show you that because I thought that was really interesting. And then there was another thing. I'm going to try to go over here again. Oh boy, show that and show this. Now let's see if I did this correctly. This is 2020. And again, I'm showing you year-to-date 2020, how where the iBuyers were. And then if you look over here, they're strong. But what I wanted to show you here is Ivan Shear. Look where he is this year. He is number 9 in the city. Last year, he was number 22. And the other thing is the number of sales. I mean, he's done 115. So out of those, what did we say? 571, 576. He did 115 of them, more than 20%. He's incredible. And it's just interesting to see where he is in the rankings. And yeah, so we're going to hide that and hide that. And I want to take a breath, take a breath. So the rankings to me are just interesting. And I watch them and I see how they trend because they do say something about our business. Business always changes. You know, Jim Rohn said, does business get easier? No, it doesn't. Business does not get easier. And so, you know, the economy changes, right? The economy changes. Right now, we're having a frenzy. Things are good. Vegas is coming back. But business is not ever going to get easier. You're always going to have more competition in business. And you're going to have new things come into the market. So when that happens, you can't wish you are better. You've got to get better. You've got to explore, you know, how you're going to increase your numbers, how you're going to make your business better. So if you look at your business, here's your business. You've got sales and marketing, you've got customer service, and you have financial management. Those are the 3 legs of your business, and that stool is not going to stand up if you don't do all 3 of them. So you have to really focus. Now, we're doing the class today, Be the CEO of Your Life, and Tom Ferry. Part of our class is Tom Ferry, and it's a video, and he's showing something that everybody should do, and that is number 1, you've got to separate your personal and your business. Right? You've got to have an LLC. Your license should say LLC or PC, professional corp, but it should not be your personal. You should not be putting business money into your personal account. That's number 1. The beautiful thing is, and I think most of the people know that, or your broker, can show you, give you the form, or you can go on the real estate division and you can look up the form to change your license. You have to provide the board with your formal documents when you get your LLC or your corporation. Easy peasy stuff to do. Doesn't take long. Costs a few $100s. However, you're running a business. You've got to invest in your business. And so that's number 1. And we talk about that in our class today as well. And Tom Ferry, like I was mentioning, he goes into not just that, but then what? How do you divide your money? And I did talk a little bit about that yesterday. And then he goes into the then what? So I'm real excited about the class today. And we're going to do this often. So if you can't take it today, please, sign up for it the next time. And we talk about this. This is the structure of your business. And you can always do your business better. You can always do your business better. But you have to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you don't have a business. You've got a job. You're out there running around, trying to get a deal done, trying to get a listing. And that's not a business. Your business has to have sales and marketing. That's the keystone of a business, is sales and marketing. You have to have a database. You have to market to that database consistently. How many times have I told you that, right? I'm a broken record, I know. Just be glad you're not married to me, right? Anyway, so that's so important, so important. And second important is financial management. That's where your goal is. That's where your goal is. When you have a goal, you know where you're going. And then you have to figure out how to get there, of course. But that's why you have to know numbers. And I put that slide up on the screen yesterday. I have a different slide today, though. Let's see. Let's put down the little three-legged stool and put up my calculations here. Come on, don't. Okay, I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff. Maybe my life will be easier. I had too many. I think I just had too much today. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Jim is joining. Jimmy, I can't believe it.
Come on, I'm here sometimes. Doesn't here all the time.
I'm so excited about today. I can't tell you. I'm telling everybody.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And I was just telling about the Tom Ferry and the fantastic video that you provided for this class. And about, of course, everybody knows whether they do it or not, they should have an LLC. I just kind of reviewed that. And now I'm talking about you got to know your numbers. And if you don't know how much you want to make, you have no goal. Because if you want to make $250,000, you have to know that you have expenses and you have taxes. So if you want to make $250,000, you really need to make $369,000, Jimmy.
Right.
Okay, so that's the number, and that's $14 million worth of business, and that's saying that the average commission is 2.5%. So let's see. Let me get rid of that one. Okay. So then, if that's the case, right, you need to know how much you have to. You need to know your numbers. You need to know how many calls you have to make, how many people you have to meet, how many doors you have to knock, how many Popeyes you have to do, and what the result is. If you don't know your numbers, you can't increase your business. You've got to know the source of your business, and then figure out where you need to spend maybe more time to increase your numbers or to get to where you want to go. And that's the roadmap to business. On the financial stool, I just had the three-legged stool up. That's this one, Jimmy.
Yeah, I know which one you mean. Yeah, it's a good visual.
I've got it in. I put it in my slides for today.
Okay.
So so this is very important. If you don't know your numbers, you can't improve your numbers. Bottom line, you can't improve. So if you haven't done this and you don't have a business, you have a job. All you're doing is going out there and you're making money, and you probably don't even know, how much more business you have to do. And in this economy, Jimmy, we have a frenzy right now, and it's not going to stay like this. And one of the things that I'm going to say in class today is that when you have a frenzy like this, you tend to drift. You tend to drift because you get overconfident, and the business is coming to you.
Right.
Yeah. And so what's going to happen, because everything changes all the time, and it's going to change, and you better be paying attention to your database. If you don't have your goals, if you don't have a database, and you haven't, you don't have a system, you don't have a business.
Well, and
And
it's going to paint you in the corner where you have to pay for your leads. You have to pay referral fees, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45%. Some referrals are coming in at 50%.
yeah,
And you have to give up 50% of your income just to get that referral because you haven't paid attention to your database. You could double your income just by that one thing alone, just paying attention to your database and getting your referrals from them. They don't get a referral fee. They get a nice gift or a nice dinner or a bottle of wine or something like that. You might give them a gift, but you don't give them 20% of the commission. That's illegal. So you can almost double your income just by making sure that your referrals are coming from past customers and clients and friends and your sphere.
exactly. And, Ben Franklin said, invest in you. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. And there's new things coming all the time. But the other thing about in an investment in knowledge is investing. To me, knowledge means knowing your numbers, and so you have to keep going to classes like our class today. It's never been. This is the first real, other than our
Trial run, right? We did a trial run, yeah.
Yeah. So now this is the first time, and I told everybody, I said, this is going to be part one. There is so much, when you get into being the CEO of your life, it takes more than 3 hours.
Well, our trial run definitely showed that the roadmap as far as where to go next. This is fundamental, but there's another big piece to it, and you're going to cover a couple systems today: the circle prospecting and the 5x5. But there's an 8x8 that we mentioned that we don't actually cover in this class, and contact care and community. There's a lot of stuff to cover. That yes, this is part one for sure.
And I'm probably not going to do 888 because there's not enough time.
Right. We just mentioned it. We say, look, there's another system called 8x8, but we're going to cover in depth. We're going to cover in depth the circle prospecting and the 5x5. Those two we really unpack.
Yes, and I did clean those slides up a little bit and made them more logical. I heard somebody, by the way, say that they don't think circle prospecting works. Did you hear that gentleman say that?
I did. And for some people, parties work for them. That doesn't work for me. I don't want to do parties. But there's a couple that in the Buffini group that's all they do is one party a month, and they get so much business from that one party. They don't do anything else. That's their primary marketing strategy. It wouldn't work for me. Well, if circle prospecting doesn't work for you, do the 5x5 or do something else. But pick something.
Do something, right? You got to do something. Yeah, and this is true. So let's see. It's 9:30. Jimmy, should I end the show so that I can give you my new slides, or how do you want to do that? Because
you fixed up your slides. I tried to import your slides into my slide deck last night, and they wouldn't go because you have some backgrounds in there that wouldn't go. So what we'll do is we'll toggle between the slide deck that I have that we used the other day, and then we'll go to your slide deck.
Perfect.
So you know exactly where you're going and when you're going there. And the parts that I had in the old slide deck that are yours, I'm going to just blank those out. And the way I want to unpack this is the second hour is all about systems. And I want to move the Tom Ferry financial system to the end because I want to make sure we give credit to the 3x3 and the 5x5. So if your slides are in that order, my slides stop at, I say, look, there's 3 systems we're going to talk about this hour. This hour is all about system. One is the circle prospecting, one is the 5x5, and one is the financial systems. And the circle prospecting is the most important, and here's why. And then we'll switch to your slide deck.
Okay. And of course, how to win the day.
Yep. Well, that's in your deck. That's in your deck.
The basic. And I was just saying, I don't know if you don't have a database, you don't have a business. And if you add 4 people, I was trying to say this yesterday and it just didn't come out right the first time. But if you do the win the day, we put that up on the screen.
Yes, we did.
Do the win the day, right? And you add 1 person to your database. Okay, 4 days a week. That's 4 people a week. That's 208 additions a year. That's what I was trying to say yesterday. Right. I don't know. I didn't say it right, but that's okay. I got it today. Anyway, getting back to all this, everybody needs to really hone their business and understand the sales and marketing part, understand the financial management part. Now, the customer service part is, in my opinion, that is the parties you give, the meet and greets that you do, the people that you public relations kind of with real estate. Customer service is different things to different businesses. And Buffini, I was looking for his definition of it. Let's see, I think I have it. Yes. His definitions, is the creation and the fulfillment of service. So the customer service part is like when you get the listing, now you've got to go and maybe knock on doors and do those types of things. That's customer service.
Right. Fulfillment is a good word.
Yeah,
Fulfillment. What are their expectations? Are you actually fulfilling their expectations? And if you are, that's good customer service. And if you're not, if you don't know what their expectations are, you're not going to get referrals. You've got to meet or exceed their expectations, or they're not going to send you anybody. And that's what we're talking about. All these systems are designed to build a referral business.
Yes. Excuse me. Hold on. I talk too fast.
If you're buying leads, you're paying too much. If you're buying leads, you're paying too much. I'm going to say that again. If you're buying leads, you're paying too much. And the price is going to go up. You know, they're going to keep getting more and more expensive because they're doing what a lot of agents don't want to do. They don't want to do that lead generation stuff, that sales and marketing part, because they'd rather take care of their clients. And that's fine. But there's a balance in these three legs, and you got to have all three legs to have a healthy business.
And I keep saying this probably every day. We have the economy right now is booming. We're in a booming economy.
Mm-hmm.
The real estate market is booming. And you know what happens to booms? They go away. They're not going to sustain themselves. Now, maybe it might last 2 years, but at the same time, don't drift. I think that's the bottom line for today's message. Please don't drift. And drifting means you're not taking care of business. You're not doing the sales and marketing part of your business. And the marketing is the most important. The sales will come if you do the marketing.
Well, and you said it, when you're letting things come to you and you're ignoring that other side of it, that's going to put you in a very perilous position when the market does shift.
And it will. And it will. And you want to be out there. And I've been preaching branding for years. I've been preaching, social media for years, which is a perfect way to brand yourself and to let people know how good you are at what you do. And that is so critical. And it's like you said, Coca-Cola is still advertising. I love that, Jimmy. That is a great thing to say.
Well, and there's another agent that you follow that you get coaching from, and Pinky.
Yes.
Now, I don't know what company Pinky is with, but she has branded herself so well that the company is not the relevant part. It's Pinky. She has done that over a period of time. Do you even know what company she's with?
Well, yeah, she's with Remax.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but she doesn't talk about Remax. She talks about Pinky.
Right.
And it's very powerful. I mean, to the point where if I was sending a referral, I would send it to Pinky. I wouldn't care whether she was at Remax or ABC or XYZ. She has built her brand to the point that her company is not the relevant piece. It's her relationship with those people. That's what the relevant piece is. And that's where you got to get to, because your company could go out of business. Buffini said at one point, 30% of real estate companies are going to be gone in 3 years.
Oh boy, and I believe it. Yeah. And part of that is the advertising that these interlopers are doing. Yeah. And they're after that $68 billion in commissions that we get for selling the millions of homes that we sell at 2.5% even. Mm-hmm. And it's even bigger now because the numbers are huge right now. Yeah. So anyway, they're coming. They're coming. Well, Jimmy, I'm going to come in the classroom with you, and I'm so excited about this class, and it's coming together beautifully. And I was telling everybody we're going to do it again. We might have to do this one once a month.
Well, it definitely, the trial system showed us where some of the bugs were. You worked some of them out, so we'll have a better class today. And the third one will probably be even better than this one. But this will be good enough that you should be here.
Yes, absolutely. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. And I think tomorrow's Friday.
Yep.
Yeah, and we have Buffini tomorrow.
Yes, we do, and I'll be here.
All right, everybody. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. Another day in paradise. I love you all. Bye, Jimmy.